Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 25 updates and spoilers. It is the penultimate spoiler of the season. I just love saying that word, penultimate. Thank you for being here. Our house guests of the day are Candy and Joey. Thank you so much for the tip. We really appreciate it, and we cannot thank you enough. So if you guys want to be house guests today, we only have 1 day left after this. So check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Leave us a tip. Anything helps, right? It all helps. So thank you all so much. And I want to thank our super chatters from yesterday before we get started, because that's another fantastic way to support our channel. So Gail Murphy Comedy, Angela H., Jody Cortez, Michael Neal, Mark Perjalo, Christopher Brown, True Teddy, Mad Chatter 102, Dauber D, and Samuel Johnson. Thank you all so much for your super chats. Oh my goodness. So believe it or not, we do have some things to discuss today. So when we left off yesterday, Jag and Bowie were facing off in part 2 of the final HOH competition. Matt was sitting this one out because he won part 1. He advances directly to part 3 live tomorrow night. But while they were competing, he was probably just like sitting on his own, talking somewhere about Corey in America, because he cannot stop. He can't stop. He brings them up like every 15 minutes, and it's not good stuff that he's saying. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a lot. But part 2 of the final HOH competition was a mix of physical and mental. It involved a zip line, and the feeds were down for like 6 hours, almost on the dot, 6 hours, which is wild. But apparently this competition was very difficult, and it took both Jag and Bowie over an hour each to finish it. So it was a lot of work. I don't know exactly what the mental element was here, but sounds like it was a real doozy if it took Veto King, Comp King, Jag also over an hour. That's wild. But Jag won part 2, which means that Jag and Matt will compete in part 3 live on finale night. Bowie can be brought to the final 2, but she can't get there herself, right? She's got to be dragged there. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, will Bowie try and campaign to get taken to the final 2, or is she just going to keep not playing the game? We'll have more on that in a bit. I think you know the answer, but we will talk about it. So other things yesterday, Big Brother got them takeout for dinner, because I think production just couldn't bear to watch this final 3 struggle to make another dinner for themselves. So production got them some Indian food. They also got beer and wine, which was, of course, distributed by Bowie. She had to make sure everyone got the exact same amount, no more, no less. And they played some drinking games. There was some sort of a knockoff of beer pong. They played Never Have I Ever. And then they begged for more alcohol. Bowie was really the one leading the charge on that, and she was like asking Matt and Jag to also beg for the alcohol so that it wouldn't just be coming from her. This is like classic Bowie Jane, though. Like, how many times have we heard her asking for more booze? Anyway, Matt talked more crap about Corey in America, mostly America, and Bowie was asking Matt, like, who would you want to hang out with in real life from our cast? And Matt said, oh, well, definitely Jag, you, Riley. And then she was asking, like, well, what about Corey in America? Matt says, definitely not. They're not the kind of people that I would hang out with in my real life. Eventually he did say, yeah, Corey, I can hang out with Corey. But he says, not that America. There are traits about her that I just don't like. And he brings up some dusty ass conversation from like months ago, where apparently America was talking about how she'll like casually date in the real world and like see multiple people at the same time, as opposed to being mutually exclusive. I don't think that's that weird. I mean, it's not like she's seriously dating someone and then also dating someone on the side. She's talking about like before it's official. And this is not that uncommon, especially in New York City. So I don't know why Matt is like hanging on to this so hard, but he's brought it up multiple times and it's just gross and weird. But methinks that Matt might be jealous that America is with Corey and that they were like the showmance of the season. I don't know. Again, weird stuff going on with Matt and his obsession with Corey and America, especially America. But back to the game. Who would Jag or Matt take to the final two? Because the decision will be up to one of them. I haven't seen Bowie campaign at all to Matt to pick her for final two. I think that Matt would definitely take Jag at this point. I mean, we had that little blip for a moment in time where it looked like, oh, Matt is ready to take a shot at Jag. No, I think that's over and done. I think they have reforged their duo, and I think that they are stronger than ever. So yeah, I think he would definitely take Jag. If the decision is up to Jag, though, that's where things get a little bit more interesting because Jag does have a final two with both Matt and Bowie. The last few weeks, he's really been talking a big game about cutting Matt right at the end, going to the end with Bowie because he feels like he can't beat Matt in the jury, with the jury votes. And it seemed like he was really gearing up to do it. But now, seems like the tide is turning. I think he has changed his mind here because when Matt and Jag are alone, they're talking about making history, going to the final two together. We're better than the Hitmen. And saying like it doesn't matter who wins part 3 because they're both going to take each other to the end anyway. And Jag could just be paying lip service here, but it seems very genuine. And these two are like cuddled up next to each other in bed. They're like all over each other. Jag has been giving Matt lots of reassurances that he would pick him for final 2. He has not really been doing the same for Bowie. And I think Bowie is starting to sense that. There is a shift in the force field. So Jag and Bowie were chatting before bed, and Jag's eyes were closed for this whole entire conversation. That's not a good sign. At one point, Bowie was even like looking at him from her bed and being like, waiting for an answer from him. And he was just like, yeah. You know how his answers are very vague and like that. But anyway, Bowie's asking Jag, how would you feel about winning part 3, about winning that final HOH and having to cut Matt? I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly how she worded it. But she asks Jag, excuse me, are you still cool to do that? And Jag says, I'm not going to lie. Either way, it's going to be an emotionally difficult or challenging decision. Excuse me. Either way, you're saying either way to Bowie right now, who you're supposed to have a final 2 with, and you're saying either way to her. Yikes! He says the moral weight feels really, really heavy. He's happy that at least all 3 of them are in the final 3 together, right? He can feel good about that. He didn't cut Matt at the final 4. But he didn't really give Bowie a clear answer here if he would, still be on board to take out Matt if it's his decision. And Bowie's, saying it's different if you were to cut Matt now than it would have been for you to do it at final 4, right? We're all at the end here. So you're just making the decision that's best for your game. You're trying to win this game. And she's basically trying to sell it to him that it wouldn't be as bad if he cut Matt at this point. And Jag says, yeah, it's just like really a heavy thing for me. It seems like he is slowly backing away from sticking to his promises that he made to Bowie. But Bowie says, well, hopefully you win. Hopefully it's your decision. This conversation has gotten awkward to the max. The pauses, the silence, yikes. So Bowie says, I haven't had chats with Matt about going to final 2. I want you to know that. And she says, I don't know what I meant to do about that. She says, I guess I just sit it out. Oh my God. You could, I don't know, talk to Matt about it. I mean, why are you not even trying? What is this? So it's like she knows that she should be talking to Matt about taking her to the end, but she won't do it. She just like doesn't care about winning, I guess. But Jag says, well, it is a game. Matt might want to talk to you about it. He might want to talk about taking you to the final 2. And Bowie's like, I don't double commit. So because she already has a final 2 with Jag, she's saying she doesn't want to talk to Matt about going to the final 2. Okay, enjoy 3rd place then. I mean, isn't this a little bit of a different situation where It's not like she is choosing who would go. She's just trying to get picked at this point. It's just very weird that she's not even trying. But she's like, I think it's fine to just let whatever happens happen. I don't need to do anything, do I? She says, I'm not gonna campaign. I'm not gonna campaign. And Bowie says she has faith in the discussions that she and Jag have had about going to the final two together. Okay, well, good luck with that. Bowie seems to be looking for reassurance from Jag during this conversation, asking, like, again, she's like, please just tell me once, like, are you still good with what we talked about? And every time he's like, talked about what? What do you mean? Like, what are you referring to? And she's like, about us going to the final two. And he just kind of like doesn't give her a straight answer. He's giving nothing. So yeah, Bowie eventually is like, all right. She gets up, she goes to the bathroom because she's clearly like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, it's like not good for her. But today, Jag was telling Matt again that he would pick him for the final two. He's saying it doesn't matter what Bowie says to me. I am picking you. Boys for life. Yay, boys for life. So it seems like these two are really locking in. Other news today, Big Brother gave the house guests their suitcases to pack up their crap. So they've been working on that. And other than that, there's not much else happening right now. Because, I mean, Bowie is not... She's not campaigning. And Matt and Jag are just reassuring each other. So we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe the diary room will be like, hey, do you want to, like, do something? But I doubt it. So anyway, we've got the finale tomorrow. Hello! Finale tomorrow. Oh, they just kissed.
One awesome super chat.
Yes, I want to thank our super chatter today, Mark Pirjalo. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we've appreciated your support all season. So thank you for being a rock star.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who's worse, Bowie trying to talk to Jag, or the girl trying to talk to the firefighter guy on Love is Blind?
Yeah, so now that Big Brother is winding down, we finally had the opportunity to start the new season of Love is Blind, and we are up to the part where they're like on the romantic getaway, whatever.
In the Caribbean?
Is it the Caribbean?
I don't know.
These couples have some issues. So
I think they're robots.
I don't know.
Man, anyway.
There are some definite issues with these couples this season, but we're enjoying it. So not their pain, but the show. So anyway, thank you all so much for being here. We will be back tomorrow for the final Big Brother 25 updates and spoilers of the season. Oh, one other quick thing. I did see that Julie said in some interview that whatever the holiday surprise is that they're announcing tomorrow, it's something that's been done before.
Oh.
So I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know if that means it's a celebrity season. I don't know. Maybe it's over the top. But Hamster Watch brought up a really good point on Twitter. If it was over the top, that wouldn't really make sense because that's very online heavy.
Yeah.
And they need stuff on TV because of the strikes. So I mean, maybe they're going to make it OTT, but have it on more than once a week. You know, maybe they'll do some edited episodes. Because last time they did OTT, we saw so much online, right? It was almost completely 24/7, except for like a few bits and pieces here and there. And then
when they were airing the show.
Yeah. And then they would just have the one episode on Thursday nights where they would show like everything that happened in the week.
Why bother watching the episode when everything that you've seen was already online?
Diary sessions, I guess, but
no, we saw them all.
Well, we saw the live DRs, but we didn't see the other ones. I don't know, whatever. But I'd love to see more OTT. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe it's celebrities again. I'd be happy with that too. But we'll find out tomorrow, right? All of our questions will be answered. So
it's not the wrong answer.
I know. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow. And until next time, much love. Bye. Bye, guys.